So let's just get into it, right? I'm going to turn off this music so that we can have commentary here. So this was between rounds at locals last night because there was so much aggro that there was a lot of extra time. Looks like player on our left here opening with 2 GMs on turn 2, which is a strong start. Everybody's going so quick. Here's a gun cannon. Gun cannon can trade efficiently into these bodies with repair. So that's something that I was talking about with the mid-range deck that was played in the actual tournament. We do see a base getting through the EX base there with Vesuvius. I don't know if that's how it's pronounced. This is a fast-paced game. I have to get used to commentating again. It's like lightning speed. 3 resources plus EX, and just a Rizal and our right-hand player's own base. Let's see if he wants to go into base or if he wants to trade. I imagine he's trading here. Ooh, close combat to make sure that the repair doesn't happen and the gun cannon doesn't get any extra value off of repairs. Close combat, one of the few instant speed, so to speak, action cards that are seeing play. We do see a Merida in the left-hand red-blue player's hand here. Merida is kind of the core of the deck, as when she attacks with a link unit, that is a unit that she is meant to go with. She gets to do extra damage on top to any of the opponent's units. We do have a link, and it looks like that is what we were going to. So 1 ping for on attack, breaking the base, and just trying to go lightning speed here. This isn't the big Kshatriya that also pings on pair. So we only got one ping damage onto the Rizal. We do see an Amuro, but the left-hand player had already taken an aggressive approach, so there's nothing really to tap down. But with the pair on that Gundam, that Rizal does swing for 5, so it is a trade. Anyone play Exodia? Yeah, I think I dumped my hand in one of the rounds that we're gonna see later. How's it going, Rapikin? So in this blue-red mirror, it looks like one player has kind of taken the aggressive early stance and the other player is trying to stabilize here, but there's still pressure with that Rizal. One Amuro already spent. We would need to see another one for the right-hand player to rest down the Rizal. Otherwise, it's likely that he's going to lose his 4th shield to that Rizal. Electing to go for a base there because the Rizal cannot by itself crack that base if Amuro in Gundam breaks this one as he is doing now. Pot of Greed. Yes, Pot of Greed is in this game, as in most card games need a Pot of Greed. The Show of Resolve. I actually have one right here. The Show of Resolve. Draw 2 for 3, I should say. It's a divination in Magic. It is Sanji's Pilaf in One Piece, and in Gundam, it is a Show of Resolve. We do see a Zaku 2, Mariner, I should say, a Zaku Mariner. An additional Vesuvius, Vesalius? I should really look up what this card is, but really helping to keep the pressure here. There is a board advantage, obviously, but with a second copy of Close Combat, it now goes back to not quite an even trade. The Gundam can trade efficiently into the Rizal with Repair 2. What is that? Oh, it's another copy of Gundam. It's just the alternate art, it seems like. It's kind of hard to see with my poor camera quality. What does Pot of Greed do again? It's hard to say. It's a complicated card. But what it actually does is Pot of Greed allows you to take the top 2 cards from your deck and place them into your hand. So now with 2 Gundams and a Kshatriya, it could be anyone's game, but there's a grip in the left-hand player's hand as well as still pressure on the lower life. We do see a Zulu guard type, a Gear Zulu guard type, which pings. It does not have to ping a rested unit, which in this case was a little bit more optimal because it seems like the rested Gundams would just repair as there wasn't any additional damage happening. It is time for the right-hand player to put the gas on. We get an Amuro out of shields and a Merida out of shields. That's not good for the right-hand player. We do get a link for the Kshatriya if the left-hand player so chooses, and if he has another link unit for Merida or Amuro, he could threaten lethal here. Just flooding the board. Takes one back because we are hitting the unit limit on the right-hand side here. And it looks like we're deciding on the line.
I can't double attack you. I have this double attacks.
But between Merida and Amuro, it does appear that, yeah, there is the 2-cost Kshatriya and a 3-cost Gundam. So 3-cost Gundam plus Amuro is 4. 2-cost Kshatriya plus Merida is 3. So total of 7 resources. They're just deciding how to go about it. This being an exhibition game, the players are discussing lines rather than committing to them. So, but it's pretty clear that the left-hand player can get lethal here, even through a base.
Yeah, because it might not be double swing. It might just be Kshatriya double Amuro. Oh yeah, you have 2 Amuros. You can do that. So like, because I'm at 8, I could do that. And then even if I have a base, you still get through with that.
Yeah, so even if there is a bursted base out of shields, double Amuro does break that last base and get a swing, so